Today we're going to talk about playing the game from the Arrive Math Kit. The game is called the Great Expression Trick. This game is appropriate for high school students because it reviews order of operations that we know is so important for our students, and it also can address IEP goals as well. So we want to make sure the kids love it, we play it, and they're having fun, and we get some instruction during this too. I think you'll find it very valuable. So I'm going to start with just looking at the general directions here. So we have our directions for playing the game, and it tells me all the materials I've needed. I have my Urban Trek game board, which you just saw, the game cards, the expression record sheet, and then number cards 1 through 25, and a number cube 1 through 6, pawns for each player, and then I'm going to have the transparent spinner, and you're going to need the operations written on that spinner, like add, subtract, multiply, divide, and then a pencil for each player so they can write in their numbers. So I'm going to go ahead and start with this. What we'll do is you'll put this game board in the middle of the group, and each person's going to pick a color. Now, the students can pick where they want to start, but they can complete this orange loop. But then when they come back here again, they can come back and pick any loop that they want to move to. This would just count as moving one space. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is get out their expression record sheet, which is, there's two different versions of this sheet. One is a more basic one, which does not include parentheses, and the other does include parentheses on it. So however you want to handle this with your students, whether you want to include or not include parentheses based on their skill level or their needs, that's perfectly fine. One variation you might want to do with this, so you don't have to copy this every time you play the game, is laminate these sheets, give the kids some dry erase markers, and then they can write on there and erase it so that you're not having to make copies every single time. And you would have the game ready to go when you want to play it. So the first thing a kid is going to do is they're going to, we also have our number cards 1 to 25, and I'm going to keep them kind of right here for right now. And then my transparent spinner, I'm just going to lay that over here. I hope you can see that. Okay, so first thing they're going to do is roll a number cube, and that's going to tell you how many spaces to move. So we rolled a 5, so this little guy's going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, the object squares are really important. So if they land on an object, they have to draw a number card and write that number in one of the boxes. So I'm going to use the one with the parentheses for the sake of the game. And the first number I drew, I just picked out 1 through 25 and shuffled them. The first number I drew is 11. So the student would pick anywhere on that expression record sheet that they want to put 11. So I'm just going to put it right here for right now. Okay? All right. Next person will roll. And they can move forward 1, 2, 3, 4. If they land on a blank space, then, or a pass or a red or green space, then they just get to draw another number. So same thing. They're going to draw another number and write that on in their card. So they drew 6. I'm going to write that on my expression sheet, 6. So if they land on red or green, I'm going to go ahead and move ahead to that. Let's say this guy rolls 3 and he lands on red. So when he's on red, this is where he gets the opportunity to spin the spinner with the operation on it. So he's going to spin here, and we got subtraction. Now, the student can choose wherever they want to put that subtraction sign in the equation. So they can put it here and put it here if they want to. I just put it in the middle of the parentheses. So what's going to happen is we're going to keep rolling and going around. If you land on this, it's a number card. Land on this, it's a red or green. It's a red or green. It's a spinner. Spin the spinner for the correct operation or the operation they're going to use. And they'll just continue taking turns until what happens is they get one right. So let's say I put 6 minus 5 here, and I rolled let's say I rolled multiplication. I've also included the dot on here because it's more common than what we use in high school. So you can also make your own record sheets if you want to and vary that, because I know we don't always have a symbol here when we're talking about these in high school. So the student's going to solve this, and the answer is 11. Now, if the student gets it right, they're going to check with the group and check with the teacher, and they're going to get 1 point. The object of the game is to get 3 points as fast as possible. And if there's a tie, if 3 students get it, so everybody's going to take their turn, and we have 3 students who all have 3 points, or 1 or 2 students have 2 points, then they just get to roll the die, and the student with the largest number wins. There's a couple variations to the game that are recommended here. It's actually recommended to use this record sheet, the basic record sheet. Also, you can race to see who can complete all 6 of these equations. And notice that on the record sheet, they get a little bit more complex as we go on. Like I said, if you want to create your own online that include a little bit more complexity to them, you certainly could do that and play the game the same way. So that is all we have for this game. I hope you enjoy playing it with your students, and please let us know how it goes.